The hate I felt was my own conception. Made up in my mind, I called myself the victim. In my head, I made it my own
Thank you for watching my new song, Perception. I hope you enjoyed it. It's quite a bit different than what I usually write. A lot of electronic influence, obviously. But I still have the guitars in there, which is my main instrument. But I'm going to talk about the meaning of the song and also the inspiration behind the song. So first of all, the meaning, I think, is fairly straightforward, I hope. But basically it's a man who perceives that people are judging him. He perceives that people hate him, and so he asks the question, why does everybody hate me? In the chorus then it's revealed that he made it all up in his head, right? No one was actually saying words of judgment. No one was actually looking at him in a judgmental way. However you want to say it. It was just he thought that, right? He made it all up in his head as if these people were judging him. It was kind of his own self-reflection, if you will. So hopefully that makes sense. And then as you go through the song, he realizes this all throughout the song and discovers that he made it all up in his own head. So that's the meaning behind the song. And then I'll talk about the inspiration as well, which really comes, there's three aspects to the inspiration of this song. So the first one, and this is where the song, started to take root in my mind. I am a pastor, so every once in a while I'll have my clerical collar on, my clerical shirt with the collar on. And I did, one day I went to the grocery store, I had to pick up a few things after, I think it was a funeral or something that I had performed. And so I went to the grocery store and I noticed that everybody's looking at me funny, right? Not realizing that I had my collar on. I just went about my day, but people were looking at me strangely. And then I realized, oh yeah, okay, it's because I'm wearing the collar. And so this can happen quite often as well with other people who might wear a uniform or something like that. You notice them, they stand out in the crowd, and so you look at them. More people will be drawn to them. So it feels a little bit intimidating though when people are looking at you for a lengthy period of time, right? Or if lots of people are looking at you, it feels a little bit intimidating. So that's where it started, this song idea. But also then it made me reflect back to my teenage years, kind of in middle school, when I did experience some bullying in middle school. But I also dealt with a lot of self-confidence issues, self-esteem issues, stuff like that. And it's pretty easy to convince yourself that other people hate you. Even if they don't say it, even if they don't do anything, you can convince yourself that other people hate you or that other people judge you. And you can be pretty hard on yourself. Oftentimes it's your own self-reflection though, your own self-perception. And it might not even be true at all. So it made me think about that and what I experienced in middle school and in my teenage years as I was trying to discover who I was at the time. But then it also made me think in general of society today, like with the fear of judgment. So many people are afraid of being judged. That's probably one of the main and one of the biggest fears of today. But at the same time, it's like, how many people are actually, saying judgmental things to us or doing judgmental things or whatever phrase you want to use, right? How many people actually hate us or are doing hateful things to us? A lot of times, I think, not all the time, but a lot of times we can take our own self-perception and we can apply it to everybody around us as if they hate us, or as if they are judging us. But really what's happening is inside we're judging ourselves, right? That's the point of the song too. All this time I was judging myself, right? And so it kind of reflects, it's that self-reflection or self-perception that comes out as we're actually judging ourselves more often than someone is judging us, right? Anyways, I'm getting off topic. That's the meaning of the song and the inspiration behind the song. And one last thing I thought I'd talk about is the image that I used for this song. It's a little bit of a dark image, although I thought it represents the song very well because it's a sad man who's, kind of feeling like everybody is against him. And yet, what he doesn't realize is the word hate on his forehead, right? Perhaps, so you can imagine, he's walking around in public and everybody keeps looking at him and he thinks, well, why is everyone looking at me, right? Why does everyone hate me or judge me? And then he kind of spirals downward. Well, the word hate is literally written on his forehead. If he only would realize that, then he could say, oh, well, no wonder they're looking at me funny. And so that's kind of just the image that I decided to choose, as it kind of fits the theme. And also, this image, I should note too, was an AI generated picture. So I was just having fun playing around with AI pictures, artificial intelligence images. So I typed in, I can't even remember what I typed in at this point, but I typed in some sort of phrase and it gave me this image, and I thought it fit pretty well with the theme of the song. That's it for now. God bless.